So this is just a follow-up from the first video I have, and I did mislabel these and I did correct the titles. This is a follow-up video from the 2D assets to Aero that I did. A lot of you guys, we talked oh no, go back in there. We talked about you know, creating assets, and a lot of you expressed interest in recreating your artwork in some form, whether Illustrator, whatever, and then layering those 2D assets in the 3D world so that they were stacked. And I want to show you how I would go about that. So I recreated everything on my painting, or print. This is a print, not a painting. For anyone who is a snob of Matisse, I'm sorry. I recreated everything in paths, and I did not name the layers because I am lazy. But what I'm going to go do is open up Window, Asset, Export, and it's going to look like this. You're not going to see all the assets, but basically you will select everything, drag it in, and you'll see all your assets are there. You can change your format style or file format. I recommend SVG for flat graphics, just because if you did watch that first video, you'll know that Adobe Aero has kind of like a 50 meg limit on what you should be putting in your world, and after a lot of you did experience some Adobe Aero crashes, and of course we want to try and keep our world as clean and smooth running as possible, so SVG is a very small file type. Of course you're welcome to PNG, JPEG, whatever, but because these are flat, I exported them over to SVGs and I have them saved here. So we can close this, open this, and I'm going to drag everything in. And I did notice earlier that when you go up to file import, there's no SVG file type, which is strange because I do remember that being in a previous version. But as you see, I just dragged them all into the desktop version, no issue. But here they are. So they're all stacked, and it's pretty scary right now because they're all layered too closely. So I'm just gonna start scaling things up, and like I have 22 layers. I don't think I have the willpower to arrange these as needed. But essentially I'm just going to scale them and position them as they should be on the print, but just not flat. You know, I'm staggering them a little bit. I think this needs to be scaled up. Maybe like upscaling, downscaling, whatever. Moving them where I think they should be. And already you get like such a much more interesting composition and experience of the artwork. Let's go for just a couple of these. I have no idea where exactly they go, and that is for another day and time. But just roughly getting in a few of these here. Okay, that's good. We'll deal with that another day. So looking straight on, you know, the user will still be able to see the print as it is experienced the same way that we experience it at the museum. But what's really cool is you'll be able to walk through it. So now you have this like 3D effect. using 2D assets and, you know, very low file size, very low, you know, project size, because we're using SVGs. Now I'm not sure what these are converted to. Okay. Oh, that's not it. Huh. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea why this won't allow me to select SVGs. But they've imported, that's fine. You know, if you are importing PNGs, of course, that's fine too. Make sure you have a transparency so you don't get any of those like ugly white borders. So, yeah, I think that should be helpful for a lot of people, and yeah, awesome.